When I rode on the Hindenburg on that day, it was good weather, so there were no clouds around it. So I saw the Earth. It was the most luxurious way to transport passengers.
Both the Titanic and Hindenburg stories do share a certain sense of hubris. People thinking that they could build a ship that was invulnerable.
This wasn't just a military accident, this was a civilian disaster.
This was the first time that a disaster had ever been recorded as it was happening.
The delay in landing put pressure on the crew.
The obvious question is what happened?
This is terrible. This is one of the worst catastrophes in the world.
You're watching this gigantic aircraft burning, and you know that it's filled with people.
My name is Viola Bruss, and I'm the great-granddaughter of Max Bruss, the commander of the Hindenburg on its final flight. He and others just jumped out of the cabin onto the ground. His upper body and his face were terribly burned. He was in hospital for many, many months after this. Many people at the time were members of the Nazi Party, as was my great-grandfather.
It would have been incredibly embarrassing politically for the Germans to have had a German airship destroyed by sabotage on an American military base.
You can see the flame that have pretty much completely consumed the tail.
There was somebody on board that had the intention to do something to the Hindenburg because it flew with a big swastika.
There's a portrait of Adolf Hitler. He was definitely a presence on the ship.
The Germans said, we'll go back to Germany and we'll sort it out ourselves.
They arrested my dad, took him down to Gestapo headquarters. My dad figured that was the end of it.
Captain Preuss, for the rest of his life, believed that it was Joseph Spah who sabotaged the Hindenburg.
Hitler says something, they go and they get the guy, and that's the end of him.
Hitler had many of his rivals eliminated.
Just disappear.
The investigation of the FBI alludes to conspiracy.
This is an absolute treasure trove. Folder 13, box 18. Oh, whoa, look at this.
Charles Rosendahl is the one who told the Hindenburg, land now. So much happened right here in this house.
You would think that this took place somewhere in Germany. This took place in New York City.
These things are death traps. We actually were exposed to the fragility of technology.
Yeah, look at these.
No matter how hard you try not to, facts get exaggerated.
Actually, this fabric itself tells the story.
Totally gone in 34 seconds.
The only possible explanation was sabotage.
We're finally starting to see some answers in our research.
He was leaning out the gondola window filming and threw the camera down on the ground.
For the first time, we're looking at long-lost footage of the crash shot from inside the Hindenburg.
This was not an act of God.
This was a cover-up.
Something will happen to the Hindenburg, and indeed, it did happen.